Not everybody's getting paid.
Let's get back to the television.
You got
No,
two.
you're being a homer.
Come on.
No, he said it.
Don't start me.
No,
He's
not
a bad
bad
man.
anymore.
Go Tigers.
SoundOff is ready. Are you?
Super Bowl 60
Yes.
is behind us. Mardi Gras coming up. That's the way we think about it. Right
Just
here on
one
SoundOff.
big
Yes, it
party
is.
around
Always.
Yeah,
It
it's
just
always just a
continues,
party.
Rick. It just continues.
Welcome to the show.
That's
Caesar
it.
Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles. Three
Glad to be
wise
here.
guys, Guidry, Hobbs, and Sarah, were here.
Always.
Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. How far are the Saints away from a repeat? in
Hey,
the Super Bowl?
before we get any further, can I?
We're opening the show. What?
That's a good
Go.
question, Rick.
Well, go ahead, sum up the show. Then
Okay.
My pet peeve about the Super Bowl.
Another pet peeve. All right. Second round
Commercials.
conversation with McNeese head football coach Matt Viator is coming up. You don't want to
Good,
miss that.
we wanna have Matt
Lane
on again.
Kiffin met with the media last week for only the second time, by the way.
Well, is that
we're
unusual, Rick?
We
Is
had
that
some
unusual?
interesting things we're going to opine
Yes,
about. Lane
yes,
Kiffin and all.
yes.
All right. Seahawks and Patriots 60-1 odds. What's your pet peeve? Hurry.
I watched the game in Houston, okay?
From Houston. Got it.
Drove back a little over 2 hours back from Houston to Lake Charles right after the game was over. Listened to all the post-game stuff on the radio. Heard every Seahawk and almost every Patriot interviewed, right?
Okay.
Could the media, and this would be electronic media, come up with another question besides, how does it feel? I heard, how does it feel 200
but that's-
times in 2 hours?
I'll give you that. I'll
Yeah,
give you that.
Am I right?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
But you
Okay.
want to catch a player when he's emotional.
Emotion.
You,
They
you
want
want
tears.
that. You
That's
want
right.
that,
I
Scooter.
am, you
You
can
want
say,
that.
man,
All right.
I was just happy to help my team.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, Seahawks won it. Patriots didn't have an offensive game plan to speak of.
At all.
There were 61 odds. This is
Yeah.
the NFL. Parodies, injuries, quarterback gets hot, that whole thing. Guys, you get to the Super Bowl, it starts with ownership in the front office. Hear me out. It's critical that you get the right players into the locker room and on the field, playing together, buying in, then help. And Seattle's John Schneider is a master. When he traded Russell Wilson and got 4 draft picks, and all 4 of those draft picks bolstered that
He did, Rick.
defense,
He did.
that won him the Super Bowl.
He did. I have
It's
to agree with
player
you, Rick.
acquisition and
defense
evaluation.
certainly did.
Unbelievable.
He did, Rick. And
Unbelievable.
sometimes, you know, Rick, it's not the star player that you need to win a Super Bowl. It's the star player as to what he can bring to you.
And,
And
those
that's what
kind of,
that
few
did.
of those
Russell-
unnamed guys
and
like
that's- and
Witherspoon
that's what happened.
in the Seattle secondary that weaved his way in
How
blitz after
weird
blitz.
was it? And maybe you two didn't quite get there, but the way we've lived the NFL the last 2 decades, how weird was it? Did you ever get to the point you almost felt sorry for the Patriots?
What do you mean when you say feel
I feel sorry for Will Campbell.
Yeah. Good point,
Not
Rick.
for the Patriots.
But what do you mean when you say feel sorry?
Well,
Well, they won so much.
They looked helpless. Yeah, it's
Well,
hard. That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah,
It's hard
okay.
to feel sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
you're like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
you know, the scoreboard doesn't quite reflect it yet. But you guys are just getting hammered.
Well,
Yeah,
they
y'all
got
getting
hammered.
tore up bad.
Look,
real bad.
2 McDonald and Vrabel, 2 defensive-minded coaches. They got to the
Yeah.
Super Bowl. You saw what happened in the round of NFL firings and hirings. The vast majority are offensive coaches. I'd still
Yeah.
take an offensive coach. I'm sorry, I'd still take an offensive coach.
Rick,
as a head coach.
but the
I'm
thing
sorry.
is this, Rick, it really doesn't
do.
matter, Rick, because
The
if you can
copycat
hire the
league?
right
I can't hear
person,
it. What?
it really doesn't matter. If you can hire the right person, Rick, does it really matter?
Oh, I think it
As
does
an
matter.
OC or
I think it
DC, it
does.
doesn't matter,
No, I
really.
think it does.
If you have the right person,
No,
Rick, I
this
don't
is
know.
the NFL.
I question that.
I do think offensive coordinators, and I have nothing to back this up, probably see the whole game better than a defensive specialist. And there have been a lot of defensive guys that won.
You got to get that good complimentary OC.
Yeah.
You got to
that's-
fill
and
out the
that's-
staff.
that's my point, Rick.
Okay,
Yeah,
you got to
that's my
fill out the
point.
staff. All right,
That's my point.
so Kellen Moore is going into his second year. Tyler Shuck is going into his second year. You think he's the guy.
Oh, that's
I think they can build around him.
Those two,
They have to.
They've got their coach, they got their quarterback. The rest you fill in.
I think they've got some core players. Kevin, are the Saints 4 years away? 3 years away? You saw what Seattle did.
Not
You've got-
today's age.
Hit a light switch, baby. Let's go.
The whole world changes.
I agree. Hit a light
Rick,
switch.
if they can get that defense to complement the offense, we've got a chance. That's my point. We got a chance.
Hit the quarterback.
Rick.
Let's hope
Scooter's saying Chuck is boy wonder. So I'm gonna take him for his word. He's saying he's boy wonder.
Boy
so
wonder. I like that.
I'm gonna take him for his word. You know.
Owner, Gail Benson. You don't hear much from Gail. You don't see much of Gail. That's a good thing sometimes.
Gail's writing the checks. Let it stay like
thing.
that.
I mean,
let it stay like that.
There's no one way to do things. I mean, if that's the Saints' way, I mean, when Tom Benson was alive, he was fairly, but I don't really know how many. He wasn't making personnel decisions.
No.
Okay.
No.
Would you rather have Jerry Jones?
No, and
looking over everybody's shoulder?
He's the GM though. Yeah.
I know. Yeah. As the people say, he's the best owner and the worst GM in football.
Did y'all say anything about the lady that's the owner for the Seattle Seahawks? Lady was the owner that came on and spoke last night. It was a female. It was a lady.
Oh,
sister.
Yeah, but they're about to sell.
Yeah,
okay.
Apparently,
I just had to bring that up.
They have to sell.
I had to bring that up.
Paul Allen's will.
Look, it really, the general manager for the Mickey Loomis and Jeff Ireland. Vincent relies on those two.
No doubt. No doubt.
Those two. And look, I mean, Mickey Loomis and they've been iffy on coaches.
Yeah.
Dennis Allen, Peyton great.
But let me ask this here.
And free agents and draft.
Wouldn't you like to see a Drew Brees be like a John Elway for the Saints? Think about what I just said.
If he's interested in doing that.
I see where you're going.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm not sure he is. He's so into watching those kids grow up.
I get it, Scooter. I get it.
Seafood Palace. It is your best bet for the very best seafood in Southwest Louisiana. It's the region's best and freshest seafood. The kitchen at the Palace has it down pat, decades of experience.
Yes.
Owner David Papanilla will only serve the best, and that's why they win top seafood honors annually. Crawfish season is coming full bore. Get ready. Yes. Boiled crabs and shrimp ready to go.
Love it.
It's all at Seafood Palace in Lake Charles.
When disaster strikes, you don't have time to wonder who to call. At Reclaim Restoration, we're your trusted partner, 24/7, 365. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, we rebuild, renew, and revitalize your property and your peace of mind. Locally trusted, nationally certified, and voted Acadiana's Choice 2024. Call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Don't just like somebody on the app. Like them in real life. She likes you. Say hello. Hello. Legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time.
Life changes fast. That's why at Bank FMBD, we keep banking simple, with real people to help when you need it, and easy tools you can use anytime. Wherever life takes you, Bank FMBD is there.
What's bugging you?
Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
All right, welcome back to the show. Matt Viator is back with us.
Yes.
Talking about McNeese football, the rebuilding of the roster. And I know you grind your teeth, Coach, to listen to Kevin Guidry's questions. But the change is he's now a high school football coach.
What?
So
See, I knew
now
that was
he
coming.
thinks he knows more about football than you and anybody.
Coach Matt gave me a motivational talk when we was there practicing one day. So
Rah,
I'm good.
rah.
I am good.
All right, welcome back, Coach. You know, the portal is done, high school recruiting is done, that whole thing. I got to ask you right off the bat, because it is what it is. Money in college football. Where do you stand on NIL money? Where do you stand on the revenue sharing? Has it increased? Is it to your liking? Is it enough? You want more?
Well, everybody wants more.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell the truth,
I think the main
everybody
thing.
want more.
Yeah, the main thing that when I came here, whatever, is we're competitive.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to be. You know, thanks to a lot of people that have helped and under Heath Shore's leadership and stuff. And so, you know, we're competitive in terms of what we're trying to do. And I think that, you know, we have to continue to find avenues, which we talk about all the time, of increasing. But right now we're very competitive, and it certainly helped this go around.
In regards to that, let's talk about McNeese in comparison to your peers in the Southland, the ones in Texas and the ones in Louisiana? What has McNeese got the best thing going for it?
I think
and what's the biggest problem?
Well, I think facility-wise, right now we're really good. I think if we can get a young man and his family here, I think facility-wise we have a lot to offer. I think resource-wise we have a lot to offer. You know what we don't. It's interesting because it's reversed from the first time I was here. We didn't necessarily have that, but we had tradition.
Yeah.
You know, we had a winning record, and you want to come here, and we haven't had that in a while here.
No.
So it's, however, the facilities and everything in terms of what we have around us has improved dramatically and stuff. So I think it's, you know, to answer your question, Scooter, I think the facility, resource-wise, some stuff like that, probably the, you know, the biggest negative, you know, kid comes in there, well, so-and-so, they beat y'all every minute. You know, okay,
you know,
whatever. That. But like I said, it's the total opposite of what we recruited on the first time I was here.
And Coach, you bring up a good point when you said when you was here before, you know, you were winning. And when you came back, it wasn't so much that, but the facilities has changed somewhat though. Do you think that that's something that's going to be able to benefit you going into the future with the revenue sharing and having the type of facilities you have now and just getting back on track to winning?
I think absolutely, especially we moved into the new addition, the weight room stuff, locker room. I mean, adding the press box. We have a nice practice facility.
Yeah.
You know, so hopefully all that'll help. I mean, I think everything helps in recruiting.
I agree.
But sooner or later, we got to get back to winning here, and that matters, and especially in recruiting and and anything else, raising money. I mean, everything. I mean, and stuff. So that's the goal.
And Coach, everybody look at you as being one of the greatest coaches to coach at McNeese, and seeing you now, does it make you feel different to know that when you was here before, things were so much different? Does it seem like you're having to work harder now than you did before, Coach V, when you was here? Because, Coach V, they seen in the grocery store, people say, Coach V, great game, man. Wow, go Cowboy. What's the feeling like now, Coach, being around town?
Well, it's been fun. I mean, it's been good. But, I think still, we got to get back to, I think the hardest conversations now, that as opposed to the first time I was here, which I had nothing to do with, okay? I just tried to keep it going. We thought we were supposed to win.
Yeah.
I mean, our kids, it didn't matter who we played or how we played. The hard conversations are trying to convince them now that, hey, we're supposed to win.
Yeah.
We're supposed to, and I think doing all the things every day that it takes to win and stuff. So that's the biggest, I think, challenges. And but look, kids are great. I mean, they've been good, but again, you got to get them to believe that, hey, we're supposed to be successful.
McNeese coach Matt Viator is with us on SoundOff. Let me follow up that to Kevin's point. I remember asking you after the season ended, how do you feel, Coach? How do you feel physically, mentally, emotionally about getting back into the trenches of college football after really, in essence, being retired, maybe away from the game for a year and a half, maybe 2 years? How are you? Are you re-energized for another haul? Because this is tough. This is a tough business.
No, it is, no question. No, I feel great. Actually, I was, I guess, away from the game for about 10 months. Is really all it was. But no, I feel good. And I think the key to, especially you get later in your years, you got to get good help.
Yeah.
You need some stuff around you, which I think I do. But
good help.
That's a good point, Coach.
Pet peeve of mine, with the way the game has changed so much with the portal, how new ones you got, 40-something, where you almost got a new team every year. How difficult does that make it to establish the culture you want? And what progress have you made there in the year that you've been back to getting the culture of the team that you want?
I think that's a great question, and that's something I think about every night, because no question, the biggest thing that we have to get better is the culture. But I keep telling our players when they come in, every definition of culture, the word people makes in my opinion, the people in the building make the culture don't make the people. And so we got to continue to get the right people in there to continue to do that. In answering the second part of your question, Scooter, this is probably going to be the first time, of course, obviously last year, taking over a whole new team. But I've never been a part of replacing, 35-40% of the team with a new percent, because that didn't happen to UL, and it's really never happened in the past and stuff. So that's different in a sense of trying to not only to build on the culture, but get the new guys to help in, to help to build that and stuff. So this will be a pretty new experience for me.
Yeah, got it. Speaking of help, recruiting on the high school front versus the transfer portal. I hear ad nauseum. Top coaches in Power 4 all the way down to whatever the smallest divisions, okay? High school recruiting is getting hit hard by the portal. There are less opportunities because you stated
there is.
When you have somebody with production that leaves, you got to go to the portal and match it with equal production, and that usually means an experienced player.
It does.
Real quick, how has it hurt? And it has hurt high school recruiting.
Oh, I think it's hurt high school tremendously in a sense that, each year the numbers have reduced. I mean, we recruited 17 high school players this year.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
that
normal.
is.
What I'm trying to do, and I'm not sure if it's right or wrong, but I was at UL, worked for Mike Desimo there, who I think the world of. But we kind of, he kind of came up and kind of watching, if we lose a senior, go replace them with a high school player. If you lose a portal player, try to recruit them, try to replace them with a portal player.
Yep.
Being a sense of, if you got a 3-year guy that has played 2 years and he gets in the portal, it's hard for a high school guy necessarily to fill that
I
void.
see what you're saying.
However, we don't want to forget about, we don't want to give up on high school recruiting either. So I think there has to be some foundation, not to say our numbers were exact, but that's kind of the philosophy of what we're trying to do in order to, but to get back to your question, there's no question that high school players, I believe that, the first time I was here, we built a program on high school players solely.
Yeah.
I think you can recruit a better high school player today
I know we're
than the first time I was
one
here.
One quick question though, with the let's say FBS's obsession with the portal and all, maybe they're neglecting the high school. Would that open up things for FCS schools to get behind the high schools?
I think it definitely can, Scooter, no doubt about it. However, I think I'm going to sum it up real quickly with this, and the coaches keep reminding me I said this. We had 2 guys that were up on the board. Give me the pluses and minuses of the guys in front of the whole staff. Well, one of the pluses was to this guy is, he's got 4 years eligibility. This guy's only got 1 year eligibility.
Sure.
But when you look at it now, they all got 1 year.
You're right,
they're all dated.
So,
You're right, though.
So take
You're right.
that part of the equation out there, because you can sign a high school guy and he can come out here and light it up next fall.
And be in the portal.
Yeah, getting
Very
the
good point.
freshman, you still got to get him every year.
Very good point.
No question.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Coach
point,
Matt
Coach.
Viator, we appreciate your time. We'll find you sometime in the
Always.
spring, all right?
Yes.
Great. Coach V.
Good to have Coach
Hitting
V.
this break. We'll be right back. Stay right here.
There's regular cold. And then there's the mountains are blue cold. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you? Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Reclaim Restoration is your trusted partner serving Southwest Louisiana from Lake Charles to Lafayette. Whether it's fire, water, or storm damage, call Reclaim Restoration today at 337-445-6499 and take the first step toward reclaiming your life.
Don't just like somebody on the app. Like them in real life. She likes you. Say hello. Hello. Legendary moments start with a light. It's Miller time.
Life changes fast. That's why at Bank FMBD, we keep banking simple, with real people to help when you need it, and easy tools you can use anytime. Wherever life takes you, Bank FMBD is there.
If you don't already know, let me remind you again, if you want to bank local, Bank FNBD.
Yes.
Our offices around Lake Charles, Moss Bluff, and of course, DeRidder. Actually get to know your banker at Bank FNBD.
By all means.
All right, we're back at Caesars Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles.
Yes.
You got to have a good card. When you come to Caesars,
You do.
and what's the card? Gidry, what's the card?
That's the card.
That's the card.
That's the card
Caesars
right there.
reward card. You got to have it to win
That's
big
the card.
down here at
Gotta
Horseshoe
have it
Lake Charles.
right here.
Thank you for the help there, Gidry.
Always, sir.
All right, look, Lane Kiffin had only his second media session last week after the National Signing Day for high school, that whole thing. He brought up a whole ton of really interesting. I thought he was very open. Some points to the media. I want us to get into
Let's
it.
Get into
a little bit.
Let's do.
One of the things he brought up is he did admit this was very challenging for
I
coming
bet.
over from Oxford with the coaching changes, coaches here, coaches there. He got right. He didn't have time to breathe. Just high school recruiting, and then of course the #1 transfer portal.
I mean, considering everything and the potential for chaos, I thought it went about as smooth as he could.
He knows what he's doing.
Considering
He does.
some of the dynamics at play, I would think it went pretty well for both schools. Ole Miss was this close to being in the championship game.
I thought it went well.
It was.
Kevin, I got to challenge you on this.
Yes,
All right.
please.
Kiffin says, I admit,
I know.
#1 transfer portal, talented roster.
I know. Here it comes.
But that doesn't guarantee winning on the field.
No, it doesn't, Rick.
He got to pull the fans back in.
But let me tell you something, Rick. Yeah, and a lot of
What are you going to tell
A lot
me?
of them do believe that because of him and what he's done. And Rick, you got to give it to him. You're almost buying into it because, Rick, he beat us with less talent. And when I say us, meaning LSU, when he was at Ole Miss, with less talent.
Who had the #1 portal class last
We did.
year?
We
LSU.
did. We did.
No, good point.
So my point is this.
How'd that work
if
out?
you can mix that with what he's got, and I think Kiffin I think he has his thumb right on it, man. I really, really do, man. And if he can mix that in with the talent he's got there right now, Rick, I can't see us being in there to compete for something big.
Let me just
man.
state the obvious,
Honestly.
and he said it last week, Lane Kiffin. I thought he was very
And I know
transparent
he don't wanna admit
and
that,
very
though.
open. He said, look, the defense schematically won't change. Schematically.
Yeah. No, it shouldn't, Rick.
The offense is a complete overhaul, and
It
he said,
is.
my offense and my tempo goes through the quarterback.
Yeah. And you got to get the right. Remember what we always say, Rick?
why he signed
You got
3
to
of
put
them.
the right people in the right place. And let me tell you, Chambers was no fluke on how good he was going to be because he fit Kiffin's system. Let's just be honest, guys.
And nobody
He fit
had
his
ever
system.
heard of it.
Nobody.
No.
But he fit his system,
Nobody.
Rick. He fit his system.
Here's another thing that Kiffin said.
Does that kind of sum up why Kiffin came or why people are saying Kiffin came to LSU? Because he took a total unknown from Division II in Trinidad Chambliss and got him to the semifinals. So what can he do with a guy that was already a star
But wait,
in FBS?
Scooter, I'll take it further than what you just did. What if he would have stayed coaching Ole Miss?
What about it? I mean,
But what you just said, he took him to the semifinals. What if he would have continued to coach Ole Miss?
All right. Here's speaking of talent and whatever. Here's another interesting thing that Kiffin said. Coaches around the country, he says that they focus in on just getting those elite guys.
Yeah.
He said we meaning at LSU and Billy Glasscock, the GM, want to get that second and third
Well,
level
I
guys.
understand that he's talking about you got to get players for depth too.
Yeah. Because you never know how good that second guy's going to be.
You're right.
But if you don't start him next year, he's probably going to be back in the portal, going somewhere else.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
I
That's
thought-
the kind of world we live in.
I thought this was spot on. He said, we're going to educate our portal guys that we're not paying you for what you did. We're paying for you for what we expect you to do in the purple and gold.
That's exactly right.
We're
Rick.
paying you for
And you know, Rick,
production.
when you
Don't think
do
about
that,
it, what you did.
When you do
I
that,
thought
Rick,
that was
How does
open.
that work? Can you cut a guy's pay in mid-season or?
you know what?
I'm
I
not
don't know,
sure.
but I think he's letting
That's
it be
something
known.
that we need to maybe talk about what Dion is trying to do right now up in
That's for
Colorado.
another. I got
it
you.
is.
I got you on
But
that.
that is something we should
All right,
bring
here's
up, though.
another little tidbit from Kiffin. He's 50 years old now. He
Yeah.
says, look, as I've gotten older, I want to get out of my comfort zone. He said that decision to go from Ole Miss to LSU was hard, and I think it was hard for him. But he wanted to get out of his comfort zone.
And
his
you know what he means when he
But
said
his
that?
comfort zone has always been jumping.
You know, 6 years at Ole Miss.
How many people leave a job at Tennessee? He did.
He did, but he's matured, he's saying.
Yeah.
He's matured.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
and I think he
I
definitely
think
has.
Kiffin has looked at some of the coaches that have come through LSU, Rick, and I think he's saying, what if I could add my name to that list and do what some of those guys have done? Because think about it, Rick. You had some horses come through LSU as
I'm
coaches,
going to end with
man.
this, with Kiffin, and what he said was, hey, don't give me all the credit for signing all these star transfer.
Let's see what
guys.
they do.
He said, LSU signed them. He said, we heard it from the guys coming in. And I don't think it's BS. Coach, it's just different here, like he said.
Yes, he said it, Rick.
The players were enamored by Tiger Stadium and the brand.
That's all fine.
Oh, I think.
I mentioned that in my column, but
hey,
what do you expect him to say?
I think LSU signed them.
I can vouch for
Help
what you
them
just
anyway.
said, Rick. I've walked through that tunnel. It's different.
It's different. We got to run. I guess final round of the show, right? It's coming up. Stick around for that.
The Horseshoe Lake Charles experience begins with elite gaming in the region's newest and most exciting venue, featuring all your favorite table games and slots. Caesars Sportsbook at Horseshoe is the legend in sports betting, and speaking of legendary, Gordon Ramsay's steak is above all others, where celebrity chef Ramsay brings his fury of flavor to Southwest Louisiana. Great food and live music at Brews Brothers, and of course impeccable hotel accommodations. Plus, earn big with your Caesars reward card. That's Horseshoe Lake Charles.
There's regular cold. And then there's the mountains are blue cold. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
What's bugging you? Is it roaches? They're the first pest you think of for indoor bugs and a health threat. At J&J, we offer weapons to eliminate and prevent infestation of your home or business. Let us take care of what's bugging you. Contact us today for a free inspection.
Performance MVP is Lake Charles' newest full-line music store. Performance carries top brands of guitars, drums, keyboards, pro audio, and all of the accessories. We install professional sound systems in sports arenas, churches, homes, and outdoor living spaces. Performance MVP has 22 years of experience in broadcast video productions, including college and high school sports, television shows, commercials, and live streaming events. Come see our one-stop shop at Performance MVP, music video production.
All right, welcome back. Final round of SoundOff from Caesars Sportsbook, Horseshoe Lake Charles. We've been talking about Lane Kiffin and all the like and that whole thing. Look, he has spent a ton of money. Probably $40 million on the transfer portal and all those Jets. I don't blame him. Jets going all over creation. But reports out of Baton Rouge, and you know better than me, you should know. What, 31,000 new season ticket requests?
Yeah.
Corporate sponsorships.
Are you surprised?
Rising.
Are you surprised?
There aren't that many seats.
You can still request it.
People want to be attached to winners, man.
I mean, how many are in the student section? Not student ones. I mean, not
There's not 102 season ticket sales. I mean, they're open tickets.
No, but it's in the 50s.
Right.
Before.
I'm just saying.
You're adding
it's
30,
up.
that's 80.
It's
the
up.
The student section's got 20.
2 weeks ago.
It's going to all
Are
work
they
out.
putting another upper deck?
2 weeks ago, was he not at the Houston Rockets game talking to Blake Fertitta, the son of Tillman Fertitta? Is he trying to
figure it out, Rick?
He's trying to get some money
Rick.
from Tillman Fertitta.
Figure it out, Rick. Okay.
I need money.
Figure it out, Rick.
He's out there. He's out
there
working.
The Fertitta money goes to the Houston Cougars.
No, not all of it. Not all of it. Not all of it. Not all of it.
I didn't go to LSU. You guys went to LSU.
That casino is in Louisiana, okay? I'm sorry.
I'm not a graduate of LSU. I'm not,
it went
I'm
there.
looking at it objectively. I like what he's doing.
Kip is a businessman, man.
I like what he's doing.
Business.
We'll
Kip
see
is
you
all
next
about
time
business.
right here at SoundOff.
Always.